boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D with The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device. My friends, I have some incredible information for you. You want to stay till the end of this. My friends, when Washington makes decisions, certain stocks really move based on those decisions and those recommendations. And that's one of those days today. We've been talking about uranium stocks for a while. And my friends, I want to congratulate all of you that took the plunge and decided to get some of those stocks, especially those domestic stocks in America, my friends. I believe your day is here, and we are going to have the run of runs when we're talking about these uranium stocks. I'll tell you more about that here in a second. So you know, The Scoop is for your education and your entertainment. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. I'm an author. I write books, my friends. I put it in black and white. We're talking about one book in particular today. As you know, you can get all the books on Amazon.com. You can get the audiobook, the paperback book, or the ebook. Or you can go to your local library. They'll order it free for you. Tell them, hey, I want some of those books by Mickey D, some of those marijuana books, and they will order all of them for you or some of them for you free, my friends. There's no problem. They'll have a budget and they can take care of that for you. But today, I want to talk in particular about marijuana today, vanadium, and uranium tomorrow. Companies to get in early, hold, and grow rich. We're going to talk about that here in a second. But if it's your first time joining us, my friends, we do take a look at your marijuana and cannabis investments. We also dip over. We've got a little section, a little gold area we talk about from time to time. We talk about uranium, vanadium. We've been talking about them for about a year or so, and we knew that sooner or later they were going to hit because they've been in. You think the bear market in marijuana stocks and cannabis sector is something. I mean, they've been in a super bear, but they're coming out. And legislation, sometimes it takes years and years and years, but sometimes legislation brings companies out of a bear market, and the conditions are better for certain companies, my friends. But what we do is we're boots on the ground. We go out and we knock down doors and we find out what's really going on with these companies. Something I mastered during the dot-coms back in the 90s when I was trading those stocks. Now, we also do technical analysis. We look at the charts. We look at all the moving averages. We look at the indicators, my friends. We do all that. We also do the fundamental analysis. We take a look at the ratios. We take a look at the different, the amount of money they have in the bank. We try and verify things. And we try and keep companies on the up and up saying doing what they're say they're going to do. I can tell you from experience, my friends, this group that we have running these cannabis companies right now, you have a lot of inexperienced CEOs, and you have a lot of people that don't have that business savvy that back in the 90s, that group running the dot-coms had. That's not to knock down, executives that are in these companies, because these companies, these marijuana companies, the best of the best are rising up. That's why I try and get you we talk about companies with good management, good sound practices and stuff. That's what we talk about on here, and we try and get you in those areas. And we've been very, very successful, my friends. We get in these companies super early, something about 38 cents or so. That's where this company I'm going to talk about here in a minute started their run. I'm going to talk about Liberty Health Sciences. But the big thing I want you to stick around for is the uranium section, because I've got some really great news for you. If you woke up this morning and you looked at your watch list and you looked at your uranium stocks, you're wondering what happened. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened here. Some are up over 50%. I'm going to tell you what happened here, my friends. But first, Liberty Health Sciences. They're going to open their 20th dispensary there in Florida. Now, Florida is a big prize in America. Florida's got a lot of people, a lot of people that were using opioids now, and they're going to cannabis now. They're a big experiment. Florida's a big experiment, and it's been a big success. Put it that way. You guys know we jumped early on a couple of the companies in Florida. You know, True Leaf right now is running things basically down there. Curaleaf, you know, pulling up the, you know, MedBen. A few other companies are trying to get down there. But Liberty Health Sciences has been down there for a minute. And they, like I said, their 20th dispensary they're opening up right now. And they plan on opening several more before. Let me just read you the story here before I get lost. And I'm a little nervous because it's Uranium Day. And I'll tell you more about that here in a second. Liberty Health Sciences announced today that they've been cleared by the Florida Department of Health to open the doors to its record 20th Florida location in Central Gulf Coast. Okay, Bradenton is where we're going to open it. They've got the address and everything. 10 to 7, Saturdays 10 to 5. They'll have different hours. It won't be 24 hours. In the Village of Arts area. This is one of the executives, Chief Executive Officer, CEO. Our team is looking forward to bringing exceptional selection of products to patients living in Bradenton and surrounding areas, said Victor Mancebo, interim CEO. I usually don't mention interim CEOs, but it kind of slipped, my friends, anyway. But, you know, you'll have direct access to the products and everything. They plan on opening, my friends, 10 additional dispensaries by the end of February. So Liberty Health Sciences is on the move. The last couple weeks, they've really skyrocketed. Wait for them to maybe come down a little bit right now. I wouldn't go out and back the truck up. They are worthy because they are in that location of Florida. You know, this was a 30 cent USD stock, 28 cents here just a few weeks ago. Now it's up over 50 cents, and it's climbing. They are making money. They're doing their thing. This is, was it Afria? In early on in Canada that got a hold of them, and then the Canadian government said you can't, and they unwound that deal and all that good stuff. But anyways, that's what I wanted to bring you on that front. Stocks are up, stocks are down in the cannabis industry. As you guys know, we're in a super bear market. It's not going anywhere. There's not a bull in sight, my friends. Let me tell you where the bulls are located. Story out of Bloomberg this morning. I wake up this morning, I take a look, you know, and I look at my stocks, my watch list and everything, and I see these uranium stocks that have hit the roof. I'm saying, wait a minute, I can't even find any information. I didn't get the memo, man. The alarm, the uranium alarm has sounded, and I didn't even hear it, man. So these stocks are way up. Apparently, I said to myself, the uranium working group there, that panel that was working for the president, they must come out with something. Lo and behold, I look at Bloomberg, and Bloomberg has the story. Uranium miners rise after Trump panel urges U.S. buy domestic. Ain't that something? How about that? How about that for a pepper for the industry? It'll automatically stocks 5, 10, 15, some 20% up in one day. Are they going to come back down? Sure they are. My friends, when they come back down and they do these double bottoms, if you're not in yet, this is a ride you definitely, this will be better than the roller coaster at Disneyland, man. This ride is going to be good. Let me tell you about it. White House Task Force recommendation that that President Donald Trump direct the federal government to buy more uranium from domestic producers sent shares of uranium companies higher Thursday. The purchase of uranium by U.S. Defense Department is among the recommendations being made by the U.S. Nuclear Fuel Working Group, comprised of cabinet level and other high-ranking officials, according to two people familiar with, you know, these are sources familiar. Energy Fuels was up 18%. UR Energy was up 16%. You know, companies that you guys are familiar with are up 15-20% today. You know, this is a mini book. I have a little list for you, Mac. Yep, the price will be going up, my friends. I gave, if you don't have a code, and if you haven't used your code, please use your code, my friends, on here and at least download the free book so you have those stocks. I want the scoop. You can say we early. We're early. We keeping it real. We early. That's the only way you can beat Wall Street. I mean, you gotta beat them, man. You gotta get there early. And we've been exceptionally early on this trade, my friends. We've gotten this stuff for pennies on the dollar. Hopefully, congratulations if you have hundreds of these shares, if you have thousands, congratulations, man. You male, female, my friend, subscribers, congratulations. Sometimes I get excited and say man, and I know I have a lot of female listeners also, so I have to, that's no, not derogatory guy or whatever, I use those terms and stuff. Don't worry about it. It's nothing big. One of the people said the Energy Department, home of the National Nuclear Security Administration, which maintains the nation's nuclear stockpile, would be involved in the effort as well, which could include the creation of a national uranium stockpile. It remains to be seen what the options, what options the president is going to. He's the wild card, of course, but after being embarrassed yesterday, did anybody see that? That's my friends in Canada. That's kind of cold-blooded, man. The guy might be he's Trump, but still, you guys don't have to talk about him and laugh at the guy. The world is laughing at the guy. He's got his finger. Anyway, the White House did. There was, the original report. President said, "Hey, you guys got 90 days. Get it together." Apparently, they've gotten it together, and you guys can read the report. Things haven't been changed in the nuclear industry, in years and years and years, dozens, and years. I mean, it's been a long time, but that's a boost, definitely for the industry, with the panel urging to buy. Now, there's plenty. I'm not going to say there's plenty. There's about 7 or 8 really ones that you really, have the stockpile, have the land, it may have a mill, something that separates them. They're flying, man. They're flying. That's my message to you today, my friends. Congratulations if you're on board this uranium train, because it ain't going to stop no time soon. Sure, it's going to correct. It's going to come down. These stocks are not, 50%. 30%, 15% a day. No, it's not that kind of a bull market right now, until we get the president saying, "I like that, I'm going to go this route." And if he does that, my friends, disregard those stocks and I list some in here, some of the greatest companies in the world that went up. This is a U.S. domestic uranium event. Make no mistake about it, my friends. This is a U.S. domestic currently. Now, there are companies out there that are going to need uranium if the U.S. does, and they can't produce and do whatever. They got to go around and get from some of these other companies in here. So you have the goods, my friends. You can pay under $20. A lot of you gotten it free. I've given away dozens of these things here over the last several weeks because I knew that I was anticipating this decision. So a lot of these have been given out free, and it's a good read for you and your library and for your family, my friends. I urge you early on, like we did the marijuana stocks. We were so early with the cannabis stocks. It's not going to be approved, this or that. And I was telling one of the subscribers the other day when I went to Zone Properties in about 4 years ago. It's supposed to be one of the first REITs in this business, and in the Phoenix area. That was about 4 years ago, and it just took a year. This uranium bull has been in the making for a while. Now this is just affecting the domestic area. The price of uranium is stable. It has not gone up today, my friends. It's stable at where it is per pound, and it's the domestic stocks that have gone ballistic because of legislation. Legislation happens, or the appearance of possible legislation, or the president may even go even further than the panel has recommended to him. You never know. This is Donald Trump. This is Donald Trump we're talking about. So there's no telling what he's going to do. But anyway, you have a great day. It's a great day for subscribers to The Scoop, our little loyal group, my friends. Let those other guys do what they want to do. We are on it. We're on it. Numero uno. Numero uno. The uranium stocks are exploding. God bless you. Take care of you and your family, my friends. You have a blessed day. And if I don't talk to you again this week, you have a blessed week, my friends. Stocks go up, stocks go down. We're in a bear market. Make no mistake about it when it comes to cannabis stocks, my friends. But we were waiting for that turn in those uranium stocks, my friends. And if you've been patient, which a lot of you have, weigh in, guys. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Weigh in. We called it. We nailed it. Love you. God bless you.